Peace and love, Sagittarius. Peace and love. This is going to be take 4, okay? Take 4. This is my 4th time recording your message. 2 times it wouldn't even post. The 3rd time it posted, and then it was in like slow-mo or something like that. So I don't know what was going on there. We're gonna see if the message changes for you. But y'all, welcome to my channel, Ratchetoracle22. This is your weekly message for December 3rd through the 9th, okay? Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when these readings are actually posted, okay? Like, share, comment, engage if the readings resonate with you in any way, to help boost my presence with the algorithm, okay? So y'all other reading, I'm just gonna say, was a bit dark, okay? It was about you making some type of choice that you later regretted, but we're not even gonna focus on that since the reading didn't post. We're gonna see if anything changes with you guys. I'm just trying to straighten up my little area here. So that could be what you're doing, trying to straighten out your life. Okay, but I'm gonna do the sound bowl to clear out the energy. You are the first reading that I'm doing today. But I am gonna try to attempt to clear out your energy with the sound bowl, and then get into these channeled messages, and then see what the cards have for you, okay? Praying for peace, love, and prosperity for all Sagittarius for the week of December 3rd through the 9th, okay? So Sagittarius, like I was saying, you could possibly be in this phase of your life where you are trying to just get yourself together, okay? Get it together. You may have realized some toxic patterns that you have, or just some patterns that you feel like you have outgrown, okay? I won't even necessarily say toxic. I will say some things in life that you may feel like you have outgrown, that you are kind of just trying to move away from, okay? It's kind of like this energy of growing up and realizing some things about yourself that you don't necessarily like anymore, and it doesn't take anybody else telling you that you need to change. You kind of just realize that, hey, this doesn't really resonate with me anymore. I don't really feel comfortable being in this energy anymore, or partaking in this experience anymore, or being with this person anymore. And it's kind of time for me to get my life together, okay? It's kind of time. I feel like you may have been in this very free spirit, you know, Sagittarius, that comes up a lot for you. You might have been in this very free spirit energy where you were kind of just, yeah, and it's typically kind of trying to, it's tying back into the last messages some way, somehow, because it's like, I'm getting that you're kind of just free spirit and kind of just doing things wildly and loosely, not really always thinking things through, kind of just sometimes making very impulsive decisions, okay? And then, you know, sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. But I feel like now you want to be more, what is the word that I'm looking for? Intentional, okay? I feel like now you want to be more intentional with what you do. I feel like before, you may have been intentional sometimes, but I feel like there's just this energy that surrounds you where it was kind of like, it's my life. I'm gonna live it how I want. I'm not gonna allow anybody or anything to control me or to label me or set boundaries for me or keep me in a box. So I feel like there was kind of like this rebellious energy that you carried, and I feel like you carried this from your childhood. You may have grew up under very strict parents where you weren't allowed to necessarily do what you wanted to do. Okay, you had to kind of be influenced by your parents, and you may not have liked that. Okay, so you may, as an adult, or as soon as you became of age to make your own decisions, it may have been like this toxic, rebellious energy where I'm not going to do what anyone says. I don't care if it's right or wrong, or I don't care if it's good or bad for me. I'm just going to do what I want to do, and I'm not going to allow anybody to control me, okay? So I feel like you may be getting rid of that type of behavior or that type of energy, okay? I don't know. Something about you wants to grow up. Something about you wants to change, okay? And before I even started your reading, when I was coming over to my desk, I had got the song, the Beyonce song, okay? When she says, "You could have told me that you weren't happy. I know you didn't want to hurt me, but look what you done to me now. I gotta look at her in her eyes and see she's had half of me. How could you lie?" Okay, so I feel like for some of you, for most of you, this is your inner child speaking to you, okay? And there's the little girl or the little boy within is like, hey, we could have just sat down and talked this out, okay? Or it could be the opposite. This could be your more mature self, okay? Because you could have possibly been reacting from like a hurt child or a hurt little boy or little girl. And I feel like now that things have come full circle, you may be sitting down with yourself like, hey, we could have just sat down and talked this out. You didn't have to do reckless things. You didn't have to engage in reckless behaviors. You didn't have to go and do these impulsive things that now leave you with more things to have to heal from, okay? We could have talked this out. You could have just told me, hey, I wasn't happy, okay? I know you didn't want to hurt me. I know, you didn't want me to experience any more hurt by being controlled, but look what you done to me now, okay? Now I have more things that I have to heal from because I made decisions as an adult from a hurt child's perspective, okay? So for a lot of you Sagittarius, the little person within was screaming out for some type of help or some type of attention, or screaming out for a chance to be released from, my chair feels, screaming out to be released from some type of imprisonment, okay? You may have just felt very restricted as a child, okay? Even if your parents weren't like abusive, you could have had parents that just didn't allow you to be yourself. You may have been very different, very creative, okay? But it didn't resonate with who you are, and what you wanted to be didn't resonate with what your parents may have wanted for you, okay? Starting the reading off with the King of Cups. I'm sorry, the King of Hearts energy, okay? I don't know why I said King of Hearts, all right? So I definitely feel like you are slowly discovering that love that you have to have for yourself, okay? Before, I feel like you were loving yourself on the surface level, Don't shoot the messenger, okay? Because I know how y'all be. That doesn't resonate. Yeah, it probably does. You probably just don't want to hear it. But I feel like before you were kind of just learning to love yourself on the surface level, outside things, okay? But I feel like something is shifting in you, or something has already shifted in you, where you're kind of learning that the root of your insecurities are much deeper than you previously understood, okay? The root cause of why you do what you do. Why are you rebellious? You may have had in your mind, Sagittarius, that I'm just doing this because I'm a free spirit, but that's just on the surface level. You may be discovering that you're toxically being rebellious to prove a point, okay? Or to prove that you're in control, or, like I said, that hurt little child within. So because you got the hearts, okay, you're definitely, it's like a matter of the heart this week, okay? You are possibly opening your heart chakra, cleansing your heart chakra, opening your heart space, learning to love yourself on a deeper level, which a lot of people don't understand, that self-love means not just being free, okay, but it means not engaging in things that are not healthy for you, okay? And because the King of Hearts is a card about sex, a lot of you could be very promiscuous, okay? Very promiscuous. Or some of you could have even had some childhood traumas around some type of sexual abuse, okay? Whether it, you know, whatever stage of sexual abuse it was, and it caused you to be very sexually active or sexually aroused at a very early age. And then instead of, you know, dealing with this in a healthy way, you just came like this hypersexual person, okay? So the King of Hearts, y'all can go look it up yourself. It's a very sexual card. It's about sexual pleasure, okay? It's also about love, but it's about sexual pleasure. So I feel like, again, this is kind of still tying into your last message, Sagittarius. I feel like you may engage in things that are not necessarily healthy for you, okay? Especially when it comes to your sexual activities, okay? Now, this could be engaging with being very impulsive and being sexually active with people you don't know, okay? Or just knowing that someone isn't for you, okay? And it's kind of like that energy that I'm getting, that sex creates soul ties, okay? Now, whether these create demonic soul ties or higher vibrational soul ties, it doesn't matter. So having sex with people that you don't know is never good, okay? Because you don't know what energy that person carries. Not only are there sexually transmitted diseases that you could have subjected yourself to, but there are spiritually transmitted demons that you could have subjected yourself to. So I feel like this does tie into the last message, where you had possibly impulsively had sex with someone that you shouldn't have had sex with, and then you had to deal with some consequences afterwards. So some of you, this is an unexpected pregnancy from someone that you barely know, or you don't know, or you, even if you know the person, you definitely didn't want to, you knew this wasn't someone that you wanted to have a child with. And some of you, you could have definitely caught something that you now have to heal from, okay? And for others of you, this is a spiritual a sexually transmitted demon, okay? If you've been feeling different, if you've been feeling like something or someone has control over you, okay, that's what it is, okay? For a lot of you, I feel like you engaged in something. Now, you know, if you feel like this is not sex, okay, this could be something else that you engaged in, but this is the message that I'm getting, okay? And a part of self-care is making sure that you put yourself in situations that are healthy, okay? Not just doing things to feed your fleshly desires, okay? Because that is the message that has came across all of your readings, even though they wouldn't post. And here we are again, you got the King of Hearts, okay? Which speaks of sexual pleasures, okay? Yeah, you got the Virgo, health, okay? So I feel like your health could have been affected by something that you chose to engage in or something that you chose to do, okay? Because the Virgo represents health, okay? Now, you also have Gemini here, and the full moon that we have is coming up on the 8th is in Gemini. We also have Mars retrograding in Gemini. So there is like a huge conjunction happening with this Gemini energy this week, okay? Gemini does rule communications, okay? So you could be finding out about something that I am speaking of, okay? Either a health issue or a health-related issue that you have from engaging in something that you should not have engaged in, or either a pregnancy, okay, or like I said, just this could be you realizing within yourself, because Gemini is also the mind, okay? So this could be you, your own mind, realizing that you haven't been right since you were with a certain person, or since you engaged with a certain person, okay? Like something just hasn't been right about your energy. You may feel sluggish, tired, weak, okay? And this is like a demonic possession, okay? Like someone's demon jumped off of them and transferred over to you, okay? Because demons like fresh energy, okay? That's why children are more vulnerable, okay? Because they're babies, they're fresh, they're new in a sense, okay? So I feel like there could have been a masculine energy, because this is a king, okay? So masculine, whether it's a male or a female, that you engaged in something with, okay? And this person transferred a demon to you, or transferred a disease to you, or transferred a baby, all right? That's just what it is, okay? And the Virgo card here says, do what you must do, okay? And it says methods for the healing power of. So some of you definitely are having to heal from a mistake that you made, okay? Some of you are having to heal. Some of you may not want to keep the baby or the child, because you're like, absolutely not. And for some of you, it could be twins. If you are pregnant, it could be twins with this Gemini energy, okay? And notice that the Gemini card says information to explain. Like someone has some explaining to do. How did I get this? How did I end up here? What happened? Okay. Yeah. And results, it says right here, resulting from fluctuations, okay? Your promiscuous behaviors, okay? Your sex is sacred. And I don't know, I feel like lately you may not have been viewing sex as too sacred, okay? You may have just, you know, felt like the urge or whatever, and then did whatever you did, okay? Sagittarius, we're gonna just move on. But some of you could definitely be dealing with the Gemini or Virgo as well. Again, if this does not resonate with you, then let it fly, okay? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. This could also be someone that you're dealing with that could be very promiscuous, okay? Possibly a Gemini or a Virgo, all right? But I do feel like someone could have had, like, if you haven't been feeling like yourself, you definitely, someone transferred their demon onto you. You could have engaged in activities with someone who had a possession, okay? And you were vulnerable. When you have sex with someone, you're vulnerable, you're open, okay? And this person's demon transferred to you, yeah. Scorpio energy, death and rebirth, okay? Refinement. This is the refinement card, the number 42. And what do you know? 42, 4 plus 2 is 6. And 6 is Virgo again, health again, okay? Healing again. There's something that you're having to heal from. Now, for some of you, like I said, this may be your inner child wounds, okay? This could be physical, okay? Because Virgo is a earth sign which deals with physical matters. But this could also be a mental health issue, okay? If you've been feeling like mentally off or unbalanced after being with someone, Gemini rules the mind, okay? So Sagittarius, you're having to either physically heal or mentally heal or spiritually heal from something, okay? And Scorpio is known, okay? You look it up yourself. I'm not just saying these things. Scorpio, it rules the reproductive organs, okay? So Scorpios are known for not only spiritual transmitted demons, but sexually transmitted diseases, because that's what they rule, okay? The sexual reproductive organs. All right, some of you, if you are pregnant, it's gonna be a girl with the pink here. You got refinement, so I feel like this is you trying to like now get your life in order, because you realize you can't keep on this path, okay? It's not going well for you. You can't keep doing things in the way that you've been doing them. Too many cards. I just need one more. yeah, vitality, okay? Your strength, okay? I feel like and you see how there's a snake there? All right, snakes, although snakes are more about transformation, and when you gain higher knowledge, you know that snakes aren't necessarily demonic, but in the world that we live in, you know that snakes are considered demons, okay? It was the serpent who deceived Adam and Eve, okay? It was the serpent who deceived them. So you may not be mentally or physically strong right now. You have 42, which is 6, and then you have 32, which is 5, okay? 5 is changes, okay? Making the necessary changes to free yourself from a situation that you once felt bound in. Your strength may be low, okay? You have Taurus, Scorpio. Taurus is where the North Node is right now, and Scorpio is where the South Node is. So you may want to look into your South Node and your North Node, which actually deals with the moon, and we do have a full moon coming up, and the nodes are like the nodal points of the moon. But you may want to look into your South Node and your North Node signs, okay? Some of you could have Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, or Scorpio in your South or North Node, okay? The South Node is past life, okay? The North Node is life purpose in this lifetime, okay? So I feel like there's something from your past life that kind of came in to repeat itself, okay? Because you needed to clear out that karmic debt, okay? But yeah, you could be, your energy is not all that great this week, okay? And for a lot of you, it's because of the people who you're choosing to be around, or the people that you are choosing to allow into your sacred space, okay? Be very mindful of that. You can have all the knowledge in the world, Sagittarius, but if you don't apply it to your life, then it doesn't really amount to anything, okay? All right, let's see. You got you coming out in your own reading, the 9 of Wands, Sagittarius, okay? Something that's been going on for a while, okay? And now I feel like you're finally waking up to the truth of something, the truth about your own actions, okay? I feel like there's been some type of like a repetitive cycle. You see how there's like this circle of wands or serpents, whatever that is there. I feel like there's this repetitive cycle that you've been in, okay? And then you have this 9 here, okay? So you have 5, 6, and 9. I feel like you may have been trying to fill a void by engaging in things that you shouldn't be engaging in. All right, here you are again, showing up, Queen of Wands, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I feel like most of you or some of you are very good business people, okay? I feel like you are very passionate, okay? Notice you have a king and a queen here. You have the king of hearts and the Queen of Wands. So this is definitely someone that you chose to engage with, because that's a couple. Whether you consider yourself a couple with this person or not, it's two people, a masculine and a feminine energy. Okay, wow. Then you got another queen, okay? Queen of Pentacles. I feel like it's just too many people, okay? So either you are engaged with too many people on an intimate level, or someone you were dealing with was engaged with too many people, and it's just not a good look for you, okay? And you're realizing this, you can't keep leading your life in this way, okay? You have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like you could be operating from the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles is really what I see, okay? You're a person who is very independent, okay? You could be a business owner. You could have your own business. You could be an entrepreneur. You're very passionate. You're very dominant, even though you are a woman. You're a very dominant woman, okay? Like I said in the beginning, there's this energy. And even if you're a male, okay, whoever you are, masculine or feminine, you're very dominant, okay? And there's this energy about you where I will not be controlled, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is a healer, okay? So some of you are healers, okay? And I feel like it's meant for you to know whatever you're dealing with, you can heal yourself. And I feel like it's meant for you to heal yourself so that you can in return know how to heal others. Yeah, Three of Swords. There's some heartbreak, some type of heartbreaking news that you're going to receive this week, or that you find out, or that you come to a conclusion about. This doesn't have to be anybody else coming in and telling you, okay? You could just see the evidence yourself, okay? And there was somebody dealing with more than one person, because the Three of Swords is 3 people. Then you have a king and you have 2 queens here. That's 3 people. So there is someone dealing with more than one person, okay? And somehow, some way, this may have backfired, okay? And I feel like someone in this whole mix just had very low vibrational energy. The Queen of Pentacles, though, is about their money, okay? It's about their health, is about, you know, being committed. I feel like you're moving on from this free spirit, or this person who just kind of does whatever, to being more committed in your life, okay? Because something doesn't make you feel good, okay? Something this week makes you feel like for a lot of you, this is you breaking your own heart by engaging in something that you knew you had no business engaging in, Sagittarius, okay? So it's kind of like a person who breaks their own heart by being rebellious. But then it was a lesson at the end of the day, because now it's like, I'm never doing that again. Because I feel like whatever is going on, things could have been much worse, okay? So I don't know why I just heard God favored me. So even though you are dealing with something, Sagittarius, God did favor you, okay? God did favor you. Because it could have been worse than what it is. It's not the worst that could have happened from whatever you chose to engage in. Yeah, the Chariot card. Movement of residence, victory over a situation or problem, balancing out opposite polarities, okay? Now, the Chariot is also decisions that have to be made, okay? Or decisions that were made, all right? So you made a decision. You're dealing with the consequences of it. It caused you to move on, okay? Move on from a person, or move on from a way of life. Chariot card is movement. Some of you could actually be thinking about moving, getting a roommate, moving in with 2 other people, okay? You have the Knight of Swords here, okay? It says speedy situation. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? We have air energy, fire energy, and earth energy. The only energy that hasn't came out yet is water. Y'all not good with y'all emotions, okay? You're not good with being vulnerable. You possibly, Sagittarius, need to go to therapy, okay? I'm just going to be honest at what's coming up. I feel like you have so much inside of you, so much that you have went through, so much that you're dealing with, but you're holding back. Though there's no water. Now, I do have 2 more cards to pull, but we'll see, okay? Yeah, you got the 8 of Wands. Something's happening fast, okay? Something's happening really fast. You got the Knight of Swords, the 8 of Wands, okay? All very fast-paced energy, but still no water. I'm going to pull one more. And the Emperor, okay? Masculine energy. There is definitely, this is definitely a message for the divine feminine, okay? Now, this is for everyone, but specifically, there's a divine feminine who chose to engage in some behaviors with a masculine, and either you ended up pregnant, or this person transferred their demons onto you, or there was some type of sexually transmitted disease or something going on here. But again, you have no water. Sagittarius, you need therapy, okay? You need counseling. You need somebody who you could go to that is not going to judge you. Someone who you feel, look at that, dominatrix. You were all in this sexual energy. Someone who you feel comfortable talking to, someone who you could trust. Okay, and you need therapy. All right, I don't know what this is, but you need therapy. There's no water in this reading at all. So you have this wall up over your heart. Now, you probably cry, but only behind closed doors where no one else can see you. And like I said, you're a healer. You're a teacher. This isn't okay, okay? You can't teach people from a space of where you're unwilling to learn, all right? But things are moving very fastly. This week is going to go by very fast for you. There is some type of news coming in about someone, a masculine, okay? A lot of you could also be healing from father issues. If you are a masculine listening to this, you are going to find out that you're about to become a father, okay? Some of you are definitely with child, okay? Now, let's just hope it's someone that you want to have a child with. But some of you are definitely with child. Even the Knight of Swords, okay? Some of you are definitely with child, okay? Male or female, you went out, you impulsively engaged with someone. So a lot of you could be pregnant from someone that you barely know or someone that you haven't seen in a long time. Confirmation 333. Or someone that you just didn't see yourself having a child with, okay? Male or female, it makes no difference, okay? But again, I do see where it could have been worse. All right, we're gonna get these clarifiers and get out of the way, okay? Because it could have been worse. So God did favor you. All right, some of you could be dancers or something of the sorts. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Goodbye. You could possibly be saying goodbye to someone because you may feel like someone betrayed you. All right, with the Three of Swords. Yeah, the Dark Knight rises. You were engaging in something with someone who had very dark energy. You got package. Okay, and you know in the streets what the package means. Now, for some of you, you could just be waiting on a package, okay? Something or someone is very exhausting. I feel like you can regenerate yourself. You can bring yourself back to good health. I'm going to do 3 more. 1 million. You are, like I said, you are about your money. You are about your business, okay? You are very prestige. You just have some work to do, and so does the other person, okay? And you have Sun, okay? So I got girl earlier. I got possible twins. If you do have twins, you can have a girl and a boy. You could be dealing with someone who is a Leo, or just a very egotistical person with the Sun card. And I don't know why the next card says poor kid. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that because some of y'all are definitely finding out about a baby. All right, peace, Sagittarius. Hopefully this message can get posted for you. Peace.